I was watching a Ray Allen form shooting video, and he was talking about using free throws as a way, 1-for-1, to work on his form. And yeah, I really do agree. I think shooting free throws are a great way for us to also get back 2-for-2 to basics and really concentrate on our technique. And Ray Allen, obviously one of the greatest shooters of all time, one of the greatest free throw shooters of all time, 3-for-3. So a couple things that I'm thinking about when I'm shooting, working on my form or shooting free throws. I really try to just make sure my hips are back and my chest is up. Sometimes when players get down, they get down here, right? So their chest is down, and then when they shoot, they have to lift their chest back up. So for me, I'm still trying to keep my chest up. Still dropping my hips back, almost like I'm sitting on a stool, 4-for-4. And that lever with my hips is gonna naturally really slightly bend my knees. 6-for-6, and slightly give me some bend at the ankles, which are my 3 lower levers, right? Hips, knees, ankles. So as I'm going through my routine, I'm trying to break at the hips first. 7-for-7. And then just let the ball travel up. And as I think that's 8-for-8. Broke my shooting thing. Got to fix that. So as I'm shooting free throws here, and I'm dropping hips back, chest up, basketball is still what we would generally call the pocket. It goes from my pocket to my set point. Set point is hand underneath the basketball. I'm trying to, for the most part, 9-for-9, maintain the position of my 3 lower levers while the basketball travels up to my set point, 10-for-10. And as I get the basketball up to my set point, I'm just letting the ball flow out, attaching hips, knees, ankles to the shot, 11-for-11. 12-12. So I'm trying to finish up on my toes, but for the most part, when I sit here, most of my weight is really centered on my feet, right? And I'm not back on my heels certainly, but here, weight is on the, somewhat of the balls of my feet. I'm off my heels. Some players will get here and they'll go too far with the knees. A couple of the players we do our shooting consults with, they'll bend their knees and you see them, they're up on their tiptoes almost at the line, and they'll struggle making free throws. It's hard to be on balance that way, right? So if I'm more balanced with my base and how my feet are connected to the floor, 13-for-13. And then as the basketball comes up to my set point, I'm really just attaching hips, knees, ankles on the shot. 14-14. That's going to give me some fluid motion, some rhythm as I'm shooting the ball. 15-for-15. So I'm really thinking about hips, keeping my chest up. Now, some of the other things I'm thinking about are making sure 16-for-16, my hands are in a shooting position before the basketball comes up. So my hand position here isn't changing as I bring the basketball up and I get out into my shot. Some players will hold it and then they'll go through their routine and then they'll change their hand position as they're bringing the ball from pocket to set point. And that's, to me, that's some things that we don't have to do. 17-for-17. That's extra movement that we shouldn't have to worry about. So if my hands are in a shooting position low, 18-for-18, I keep them in that position all the way up through the shot. I'm holding the follow through until I see the result. 19 for 19. And the other thing is I want to make sure my head's on the target the whole time. You know, we'll see players doing free throws. They're staring at the ground the whole time. And then they come up and take the shot. You have plenty of time at the line to do your routine. Lock in on the hoop and take that shot. So make sure our head or our eyes are on the target before we move that basketball from pocket, set point, and then we're out. All right, so we're down, up, and then we're coming through that ball. Those are a couple things that I think about as I'm shooting free throws. 20 for 20 right here. Shot it pretty well today. Hopefully one of those things you can keep in mind as you become a better shooter.